Hi everyone, Aiden here at the etrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Yakima FatCat Evo 4 ski and snowboard carrier on our 2023 Subaru Outback. Now this is going to be a roof-mounted ski and snowboard carrier capable of carrying a good amount of either one. We'll give you exact measurements later on in the video here, but this design is going to be two spring-loaded jaws that hold everything in between these thick rubber pads. This style is really nice because it's lightweight, pretty easy to install, very easy to store when it's not in use, and it's low profile. The thick rubber pads keep your gear protected as well as provide some grip to it, so you don't have to worry about it shifting anywhere or going anywhere when you're going down the road. And if you find that this size isn't big enough for you, you can get this in the Evo 6, which is pretty much the same thing but slightly longer. With that in mind, I am going to get some measurements on it real quick just to show you the usable space in between those jaws, and it's going to be coming in right at 22 inches. So if you need to, you can line up your gear at home because every pair of skis and snowboards is going to be a little bit different. So line it up, see if it fits within that usable space, and if it does, then this one might be a good fit for you. Or if you need a little extra space, like I mentioned, go up to the Evo 6 if that intrigues you. Now these have a very large button on the outside, so it's easy to operate with the palm of your hand. If you've got large gloves or mittens on, you shouldn't have any trouble getting this opened, and the spring-loaded arms will keep them open. Now with the Outback, it's not a super tall vehicle, but I'm on my tippy toes here trying to reach the very inner cradle to get my stuff out. So if you're a little bit on the shorter side, or just find that you're maybe setting it up further in on the crossbars, or you go with that bigger size, you're probably going to need to open up the door, step into the door jamb to load or unload all the stuff on the inner edge of that carrier. When you're not around, the jaws do lock up, and you can swap these lock cores to match your other Yakima accessories. So if you've got a bike rack from them, you can make sure it matches. Everything to control the clamps is locked up inside the jaws here. I'll show you on this one over here. We've got these levers that actually control the tilt of the carrier, and when you throw that latch, it actually secures the clamp latch that wraps around the crossbar. So everything's secured in there, and no one can mess with it when you're not around. These clamps work great on the factory crossbars, but will work on aftermarket crossbars just as easily. And when I say they're low profile, I do want to give you an exact measurement for that. From the top of the crossbar to the top of the carrier, it comes in only at 4 3/4 of an inch. So you shouldn't have any problems with things like parking garages. Just do be mindful that if you have something like a snowboard with bindings on, and those bindings are facing up, that will add a little bit more height, but the carriers themselves aren't going to be adding very much. I'd say from this, if you want to have an upgrade option or just don't like this one as much, I'd recommend the Kuat Grip. It's a really nice alternative and has sliding trays that actually bring your gear out to you. But if you don't need that and you think that this is going to be just fine, I think it's going to be a really nice carrier, easy to operate, and it's nice that everything's locking and tool-free to get set up. Thanks for watching.